Well, hello and welcome to the show. It is another episode of the All Red Everything podcast, and today we've driven to Ashmore, where we are hanging out with Mr. Dane LowCo, because I did ask him before we started. I'm like, well, mate, what's your surname? Because I only know him as Dane LowCo. And is that kind of weird?
I'm pretty used to it, to be honest.
That's how people know you? Because
it's kind of advertising on the fly, you know? So.
It is, isn't it? Because so Wilkinson is the correct, given
name,
surname, but nobody knows you as that because you do like what I can really only surmise as pretty rad shit. I have just done a little tour of your compound here, and it once again feels like adult money and nobody to tell you no. You've got your Air Jordan basketball court. You've got your, the whole back wall has like wicked artwork across it. And then you've got multiple sheds, cars everywhere, builds everywhere, paint shop, panel shop. I can't quite keep up with it. And then there's lowriders and drift cars, and you're like, GDR and this and that. And I'm like, oh my God, this is like Aladdin's cave of like sweet cars.
Yeah, no, we've got a fair variety, but mainly the drift cars and the lowriders and the custom stuff is our main crust.
And I find that the funniest, and I was saying that to you, like what a crossover, drift cars and lowriders. Are you aware of any other shops anywhere? Like, not just Australia, I mean worldwide? I'm trying to think of any lowrider drift shops that I've ever encountered.
Don't know if you have.
And I'm pretty sure that's a
just
fairly...
what I'm into, right?
Yeah, it's super rare combo. Like I said, people are generally one or the other. They bloody love Japanese stuff and they dedicate their entire existence to being JDMAF, or same thing, very loyal to the Cali styling. But your place is, I believe fancy people would use words like juxtaposition, but we're not that fancy.
The hell's that mean?
Stuff that is different but crossed over or something, I don't know. Shift F7, human thesaurus. But Dane, mate, what is LowCo Customs? Like, what's the pitch when somebody goes, what on earth do you do?
Pretty much just all panel and paint across the board, but we specialise more in the cool stuff. My dealers, I try to make it so we've at least got over 50% of like good, cool cars on that everyone enjoys working on. So it's not just Hyundais and Camrys, but you got to do a few of those to pay the bills and whatnot.
And that's what I saw. I did, I spotted a Kia in there that was not one of the sickest whips in your backyard. But yeah, you're not a paint and panel shop in the sort of regular scheme of things.
Nah, but like I said, we still do a bit of it. We do all the Von Bibra work and the new cars and whatnots.
Well, that's it. You got to do whatever it takes, I guess, don't you?
Yeah, it just fills the gaps, keeps the apprentices busy. You know what I mean?
Because how many people you got on site here?
Oh, it's changing a lot at the moment because we just hired 3 or 4 people, but I think we're around that 12, 13 mark, maybe 12 and a half.
Are you at that blessed point yet where you have to pay extra tax because you employ so many people? Have you cracked that one yet?
Oh, just got to pay so much tax all the time and I hate it.
That's my favourite one, is when you employ a ton of people, there's a special tax that you have to pay. And I'm like, oh, good.
You start finally making enough money and then they tax more tax.
I go, sorry, mate, you are so successful that you have to pay more. And you're like, no. Just the chaos of operating these things. Mate, I am always just fascinated in how you end up here. Like, that's sort of the big thing for me, is you don't wake up managing 13 staff, creating your own custom paints, drift cars. Yeah, you've got everything here from Porsches to OG 86. That was a late 90s WRX. It looked like 95, 97,
Yep.
that sort of era. I was trying to pick it. I was stretching my brain. Mate, where are you from? Where are you born?
New Zealand.
New Zealand.
Wellington
Wellington.
and Blenheim. I did 10 years in both, which is top of the South Island.
Top of the South Island.
Wellington, bottom of the North Island.
Gotcha. And when did you come across?
So 10 years in each there, so I was 20.
20.
Moved here when I was 20. Started LowCo when I was 22.
Oh wow. So why did you move? Why'd you leave NZ?
The land of opportunities.
Gotcha. So take me all the way back in time. So where were you born? That was North Island?
Yep. Until I was 10 years old, then moved to Blenheim, which is top of the South.
And tell
Done my
me,
apprenticeship and everything all there, and when I started when I was 15, all custom stuff.
well, here's the thing though, is I want to know about little Dane.
Always doing cashes in the shed.
What do your mum and dad do? What were the folks?
I had no dad.
No
Never.
dad?
No, I met him when I was 17. We don't really get along. Mum's a weapon though.
Mum's a weapon.
she's
Tell,
just
tell me
mum,
about
dad.
mum. Tell me about mum.
She's just a G.
Yeah?
She's the best, yeah. Very, very close with my mum.
Oh yeah.
But I left home, moved out of home when I was 16.
Really?
Yeah, just because I wanted to have my girlfriend in the room with the door shut.
And mum gave you a bit of not under my roof.
Yeah, that kind of thing. Yeah.
A bit of that.
So I done that early days. I think that's why I grew up quick.
That would force you to grow up quick. I'm pretty keen to know a little bit more about mum. But what did mum do for a crust?
So my grandfather owned McAlpine Refrigeration, and she was like their main admin person there,
Gotcha.
office administrator.
Yeah, okay.
And obviously in Marlborough, where Blenheim is, it's like the main wine capital everywhere.
Gotcha.
And so she ended up in the wine industry doing the same sort of stuff though.
Yeah, right. The land of Sauvignon Blanc and all the good things that come out of... Yeah, gotcha. And, okay, so it was administrator. And brothers, sisters?
Just a brother.
Just a brother? Older or younger?
2.5 years older.
2.5 years older. So you're the young kid.
Yeah, it's just the three of us.
Just, yeah. Older brother give you a heap of grief?
Yeah, he used to give me heaps of hidings growing up, but just built me into a bit of what I am. Maybe not scared of people, like fights or anything like that. Just
Yeah.
take
Can
it all head
imagine
on.
the position of younger brother is definitely eating shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you're smaller until you're not. Until one day they go, oh boy, I shouldn't have done that. And mate, in your primary school, like, were you much of a student?
Disruptive student.
Disruptive?
Yeah, ADHD is, but never got diagnosed back then. Mum just thought I was full on, so yeah, didn't ever have any pills in that, which was good, I think. Didn't fry my brain from a young age.
Did you enjoy any of it? Any of your schooling? Was there any stuff that stood out?
Lunchtime.
Yeah, okay.
Nah, it was all right. I was pretty good at maths and PE, like
Yeah.
physical ed stuff.
So numbers made sense
Yeah,
to you.
wasn't the greatest at spelling and all that, especially when texting come along.
But that was terrible.
It ruined me.
But you also think back to, I don't know how old you are. Did you have to go through where you had to, like the Nokia,
Yeah.
and you had to push the button like 3 times to get the thing?
I used to text so fast.
It was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And it'd do the predictive stuff, and then you'd like be a weapon at it. And like that's a skill totally forgotten now.
Nokia 2280. That's
Mate,
right.
what a weapon! And dead set, if you got one in a drawer, you power them up, and they still go.
We used to throw them up in the air at school. And
Yeah, because it's not a joke. Like they are actually, whatever they make those out of, they could make bulletproof cars if you just stuck Nokias to the outside of it. And mate, high school, yeah.
Yeah, Marlborough Boys College. Yeah, there was no choice to go to a co-ed school then. But yeah. It was,
So that was an all boys school,
and then there was an all girls school, but it
Yeah,
was
right.
quite far away.
Yeah, right. What was that like?
Interesting.
Yeah,
Would have been
interesting.
better if there was girls there, I think.
Would that have helped you focus though? Probably not.
Definitely not.
Anything there that really stood out? Is there stuff there that you enjoyed, or that?
Basketball, lunchtime, just where I got into my basketball a lot.
Really? That's where that came out.
Yeah. I was playing tennis and basketball. Mum made me choose one.
Really?
Yeah, and it was basketball in the end because I like the shoes mainly, and then, got into it.
Because I note that you're wearing a set of Jordan. Yeah, like
I've always got Jordans.
yeah, right. Okay, so that was, and When was that? What year is that, to apply some context, when you
Well,
were
I'm
in high school?
35.
35. So you would have been, oh God, my math is not good. What, 2000-ish in high school? Or
Nah, I was 10 years old, so
05?
2014.
No,
2004.
2004.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ish.
Because that was, basketball was still pretty big. It had a
Yeah.
big run in the 90s and into the OOs.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Because I'm always interested to know those sorts of things, and just enjoyed following Michael Jordan and enjoyed all that sort of stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, so you just loved. Did you play much? Did you play?
Yeah, I was in the reps. I was real short, obviously. All
Yeah,
the
well,
kids
look,
are short.
I didn't want to say anything, but you're not, you're not 7 foot.
Nah, but I could always jump high.
Yeah, right. Because that's the thing. You're not a short dude or anything. But
Definitely am.
basketball. That's the thing. You like on a basketball court, when dudes are like 6'5", everyone feels short. But so you had like good explosive power, good.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just small and quick.
Yeah.
Not big and Gumby, I guess.
Which ends up being a fair bit of an asset
I reckon.
on the court, doesn't it?
Yeah, point guard is always have a short guy in the team.
Because you need someone, again, fast, brutal, aggressive, who'll
Yeah,
just
that was my position, point guard.
go for the gaps.
Yep.
And aside from chasing girls, did you have any thoughts as a boy in high school of what on earth you were going to do next?
Yeah, so I was always into cars. My stepdad, so he came on the scene when I was about 13, and he's right into his cars, and I just wanted to wash the cars all the time and drive them, do whatever, And I always thought I was going to be a mechanic, DJ, right? DJ at night, because I love music and that. And then, ended up, do I want to make the cars go fast or look good? So, and then I thought about it, doing cashies and stuff on the weekends and that. It's easier to make cars look good, And I think panel beaters, painters make more than mechanics, in my eyes.
No doubt.
That was my choice at the time, and then I just got an opportunity, jumped on it.
To go for it. What sort of car? What sort of car was the stepdad?
He's into his Holdens.
Holdens.
Yeah, he had an HT Monaro, an HJ Monaro, and a VH Commodore.
Fucking hell. So he's got a multi-million-dollar collection if those are still kicking around.
I sold all of them, I think. pretty much.
Fuck. For like $7, hopefully. Oh, God.
You get some pretty good money for the HT, I think.
Did all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty special cars.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that was a man who's, like, there's into cars and then there's, like, into cars.
Yeah, he's in the club. He's in the local clubs and stuff there.
Yeah, because that's deep into it. No wonder you wanted to get behind those.
Yeah.
What colour? Like, what was the car that sort of stood out to you?
I liked his gold HJ. That was pretty cool.
Gold HJ.
Yeah. Honeycomb wheels. Remember that thing? I was only young.
Were they tricked out or were they stock?
Just like lumpy, hot rod style, I guess.
Because what do you remember about jumping in them?
Him doing skids.
Him doing skids.
One time he dropped me off to school and I was the man that week, because I made him do a skid out the front and he had a huge one. I was just like, got home, I was like, yes, my man.
That's so good. Was that one of those don't tell your mother?
Nah, she probably loves it.
Oh my God, did you get any grief from that at school? Holy shit.
Nah.
No, that's...
No
mate.
one dobs.
Oh, really?
Nah.
No, that's...
It's against the law.
Mate, that's very good. That is actually gangster. What a cool dude. Like, throwing down big number 11 outside school. That is actually...
Yeah, that was cool.
That is excellent. So, tell me about, like, the cashies and the, like, just doing stuff.
So-
What was that? Like, what were you doing?
To be honest, I had learnt most of my skills and stuff from that. More, like even though you're working, I even encourage my workers to do the same, like building cars of their own on the side, and because you're on your own time then, working for someone else, you end up, shit, I've got to get it done, so.
And there's no one else.
Yeah.
And you can't say, such and such will sort that out. You're there
Hold yourself
going,
accountable from a younger age, you know.
yeah, you're there going, oh, God, I actually don't know how to do that. I've got to figure it out.
Wing it. You wing it a lot and you learn a lot, I reckon,
Yeah.
doing that sort of stuff. So,
Or because you catastrophically stuff it up.
yeah.
And then you're like, oh, God. What sort of things? What sort of stuff were you doing?
Just resprays in my garage. I had a 4-car garage. It was pretty dodgy setup, but it was pretty, done the job.
Yeah, but it worked.
Yeah. I was originally a panel beater, like fixing, like repairing, not the painting side. But I just always stayed back and learned off the bosses and that and just winged it.
Okay, so you picked up an apprenticeship? That was...
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And where was that?
in Blenheim.
In Blenheim. And
Yeah.
and what was the shop? What was that called?
It's called Beavertown Auto Restorations.
Nice.
And then they sold and then they went sort of bankruptish for a bit.
Yeah.
And I ended up just doing cashies from home for a bit. That was when I was about 17, 18.
Because did they have a couple of old boys there that
Yeah.
sort of showed you
they
the
were
way?
awesome. Yeah.
Because
Brendan and Paul, very, very good panel beaters.
New Zealand actually has like a phenomenal car culture.
Yeah, big time.
And it's deep. Like for people that haven't been there, I mean, can you sort of explain in your own words? Like, because it's a thing.
100%. Even the lowrider scene, like, it's only a small place. And the drift scene, man. Like, it blows my mind with the drift side over there. Like, the Pro-Am cars, bloody $200,000 cars, you know. Everyone's got winters and sequentials and holy moly, like, at the entry level.
Oh,
But it's not as much money in New Zealand. It doesn't make sense. But
none of it makes sense.
it must just be more of sponsorship is more of a thing there, I think.
Or they're just throwing more money into it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I couldn't, like when I first went to NZ in like 2012 or something for drifting for D1NZ, I remember getting there and just going, holy shit.
Yeah, especially Bay Park.
Oh, dude.
Those rounds are massive.
Like we're just backyarders. Like we are literally just like hillbilly drifting compared to the level that they're running at. And,
100%.
Over a decade ago. And they haven't slowed down either, have they?
Oh, no. Very high level now.
Yeah, like that, the whole scene. So, because I imagine, getting a gig with those boys and getting to, have a couple of the fellas who, because they'd be like old school panel beaters, metal workers, like where they sort of had all the, English wheel and banging things out and make it yourself. And
yeah, that's where I sort of started on the Pull Max machine and stuff. But that was, my early days, and I ended up sort of going further and further towards paint. Enjoyed it more satisfying for me.
Because, you mentioned that, like when we were doing the tour here, I watched you light up and we went into the paint room and you said, this is my jam.
Yeah.
Because you're like, that's like your mad science lab.
Yeah, I love making cool colours for people that's like completely different.
Because I could see that's, and I guess like that's the creative element of it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, same as looks of cars, obviously, like even repairs and making guards. Like my track car, my current S13, is all handmade parts on it, like guards and steel flares moulded onto BN wide body, just something different, so no one will have the same thing,
And see, that is one of the things that I love most about like this world of cars, is that people like yourself and anyone who does this, like it's just artists. Like this is just another medium, it's sculpture, it's art, it's expression. And it's not something that I'll teach you in school painting classes, but that's literally what it is bringing visions and ideas to life through those practical skills. Because that's wild. So you learned how to fabricate, because again, somebody who can make steel guards that mould into a kit, like that's not by accident, if anyone's ever tried to shape metal.
Yeah, I actually delegated that one. I didn't do that myself, but it was my idea.
Mate, sometimes you've got to do that, especially when you're the boss.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to come out with the ideas, and then you need a team. As I said, the boys who are here helping me, I'm bloody good at the ideas. My problem is I have too many of them.
Yeah.
And I'm also the reason everything slows down, because I'm a perfectionist and it has to be done a certain way, and then I get distracted. And so I have the idea and then I give it to smart people and I just get out of the way. That certainly seems to be one of the big ones. So how long did you spend? Like, how long's an apprenticeship for, panel beating, spray painting? I don't even know.
About 4 years.
Yeah, okay.
So, yeah, I was in Blenheim for a bit. Then I went back to Wellington, which is where I originally grew up, and worked at a place called The Surgery. It's not like a doctor's surgery or anything, but it was just like Russ Surgery. That's why on our business cards we've got Russ Surgery on it. We've got
Yeah, right.
poached that from him.
Nice. Thank
Mike
you.
Balke.
Yeah, that's so good.
But yeah, I went there to finish my panel apprenticeship, and then the painter broke his back on my first week on his motorbike. I hadn't actually met him on my first week, yeah. And then they said, "Shit, can you paint?" And I was like, "Yeah." And I'd just done my shed resprays really and panel beating, and I just winged it. Hopefully Mike Balke's hearing this now.
Yeah.
I fully didn't know what I was doing, but I pulled it off. First respray, it was sick.
Mate,
I got photos of them too.
Were you shitting bricks?
Nah, it's just like winging it,
Yeah.
all full of confidence.
Full
mate.
of confidence.
And I just pulled it off. Done it with a primer gun too.
The
First
confidence
respray.
of a young man, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, fuck, how hard can it be, mate?
Yeah, exactly. You see, can you do it? Yeah.
Yeah. This is easy, mate. Easy.
I don't even know how to blend silvers and nothing, but I just winged it.
Just went for it.
Yeah, pulled it off. Never really had too much muck up. So
Well, as you sort of said, it makes sense to you. Because in your experience and just in the things that you learnt there, like there's a process to preparing things. Like, what stands out to you in that process where you sort of look at something and go, okay, it's ready? Like, talk me through that.
it was a whole different ball game being, because we was just doing show cars and like real expensive high end stuff, like 6-figure minimum jobs at the surgery.
Whoa.
Yeah, and
Yeah, no pressure.
yeah, especially when I didn't even really know how to paint.
Oh, shit. So, like, it was proper big boy stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
But
it
different
wasn't...
ball game of like,
Yeah, wow.
like you'd put heaps more layers on there and then you'd sand it all back dead flat and buff it. That's just what you do.
Wow.
And then I move over here and things are going in the same day. Like you paint it that day and it's going that day, and I'm like, how's that possible? And then I had to relearn how it is over here. Everyone wants it the same day or the next day. Never months like I used to get. I was still quick, but it was like, yeah, just a different ball game.
Like, I've done stuff before. I've got an old 60, and so basically every day you look at it, there's more rust on it. And I had a bloke who does old Mustangs. He does, like, that's his specialisation, and he helped me with that. And same exercise. He's the sort of bloke where he, like, carved a thing out of timber and made the thing. And, like, everything has to be... It can't leave his place until it's immaculate. Despite this fact that the same fucking thing will re-rust again. And I watched that level of craftsmanship, and that's just not something you see. Because, for most businesses that are a volume-based business, that's not profitable.
Yeah.
And to build a big enough reputation where you're pulling in the sort of work and people that can wait, that's, again, not an accident.
Yeah.
So that sort of stuff that you did there, that was just always, you just always buff it back, so there's no orange peel, it's just bloody...
Yeah, everything was dead flat, chopped top to bottom, yeah. You were just used to it. The booth was super average there.
Really?
It was like a homemade one.
Okay.
But it worked. We
Did
were
the
doing show
job.
cars and like award-winning everything.
Because explain to me how the booths work, because again, I'm just some peanut, mate, I don't know anything about
That
stuff.
one was a front sort of draft, so to like pull air from the front and then have a filter at the back and just sort of suck straight through. But these ones are full down drafts, the ones I've got, but two.
Because are they slightly pressurised, or is it? Yeah, is that how it
positive
works?
pressure?
Positive pressure.
So then when you open it's sucking through the roof from the atmosphere up top, and then sucking down through the floor, through the other filters, and then back out.
Right. And how does that, again, just for explain like I'm 5. How
And then when you
work?
open the doors, like in between coats and stuff, the wind will blow out, or else you suck you end up with dust all through your job when you open the door, right? And
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. See, and I'd never even thought of that.
Yeah. So you got to have it pressurised.
Because I knew, like, you watch people do backyard stuff and they put, it looks like fucking Dexter. Looks like they're trying to murder somebody in there.
Yeah.
They got the plastic down and all this sort of stuff. And,
Yeah, that was me in my garage back in the days.
And I've rattle canned enough things to sort of understand that not great when stuff lands on it and all the bits of dust. Right.
So the cleaner the better, of course, but
Yeah.
full downdraft's always better.
And how much pressure? Like, what's your PSI? How much is it sort of rated, or are they?
Not really. It's sort of just, you can turn it up and down through the dials and that, but
Yeah.
it's just set and forget.
Yeah, right.
It's not something you really change much unless you got problems with it.
Gotcha.
And they
Yeah.
bake as well, these two. So LPG bake.
So explain that to me.
So that's what I mean. In New Zealand, we didn't even have a bake oven. It was just a booth to paint in because nothing was going that same day or anything. But over here, you know, you could do a full respray and bake it for 45 minutes at 70 degrees and then pull it out and start fitting it up.
Really? And so that hardens it and runs,
Yeah.
and it's enough of a process.
Most of the time, it's still a little bit tacky. You just got to be a bit careful, you know.
Yeah, gotcha.
I don't like going over 45 minutes and bake. You can pull gloss out.
Right, because I was assuming that that's something, because if you rush it, there's always compromise,
Yeah, 100%.
I assume.
Yeah, but Australia's rushed. It's like that. Like I said, I had to relearn my whole trade here, just because I wasn't used to how it is. You know,
Which is so
fast.
dumb.
Yeah,
Like-
well, everything's quick. It's such a fast-paced place. You need to be like that.
I think that that's the trouble, though, is that when it interferes with the quality of the work and the...
Yeah, to an extent, depending on
the
what
art
you're doing.
form.
You know.
Totally. And
Yeah.
for the stuff where 90% is good enough, and like your 90% is probably other people's 300%.
Yeah.
So it's there's that sort of thing as compared to those that just be almost at your backyard level and like, yeah, should be right, mate.
Yeah, nah. If it's a bigger job like a candy and parlour or anything, there's no way I'd do it in the same couple of days. We just wouldn't do it. I'll just tell them no.
And that's the thing, walking past, because that's an Impala, isn't it?
With the two candy red ones.
Yeah, because when I walked past that, it's that sort of paint that you look like you could dive into. It's got that depth
Yeah.
to it. And again, it's my understanding that involves the whole process to make it look that way.
Yeah, 100%. With candies, you normally do silver base or like a metallic base first, and then candies just dye, like hair dye kind of.
Yeah, right.
And then just multiple layers of hair dye pretty much going over top of it. It's the easiest way to explain it.
Really?
So you imagine looking at candy on a stick is just completely transparent. You can see your stick.
Yeah, gotcha. But you're just adding, and then there's like your flecks and that sort of stuff as well. Because is that like your glitter type thing?
Yeah, like
or
flake and stuff like
flake?
that. Yeah. I don't get too much into that stuff, but if I can control what someone wants to do, not a fan, but
Yeah.
there is heaps of people out there, especially in the drift game. It's a Japanese thing. Everyone loves the glitter. Eh?
Oh,
We've
mate.
done heaps of them, but it's
Yeah,
just
people
not really
love
my
it.
cup of tea. Yeah.
Yeah.
I prefer candy depth and nice.
Well, that's the thing I noticed is it had that beautiful sort of reflection and it dances, but you can see the sheer level of effort that's gone into it.
Yeah.
Because it is just gloss.
Yeah.
Mirror finish, but then with that sort of depth and sparkle to it
That's over a silver base.
over a silver base.
Yeah. So then the dye goes over top and the silver's just coming through it. There's white glows.
Right, okay.
You can't quite replicate that. Mazda have done pretty well at it. You know, the Mazda Soul Reds and stuff like that, but never quite. You have that next to my candy, it looks orange, you know.
I'm sure it does. So something like that, and for a customer who goes, I want that, is that where you sort of explain to them that to get that, here's the process, here's the time, and then here's the cost?
Yeah, it's sort of like around that 50K minimum mark for that sort of level.
And that's what I assumed, because it comes back to the labour and the expertise, doesn't it?
And it's very expensive, like a lot of, I think it's about 14 layers, you know. And so that's a long booth day. My first Impala, which is the one behind you on that picture, that took me 8 hours straight, not even leaving the booth.
Holy shit.
And I'm fast. I don't muck around, but I wanted it to be real good. It was my first candy.
And when you do those, and again, this is just me learning, I'm just milking you for information here. Like, do you sand between layers? Do you do things like that?
That's old school.
That's old school?
That's
doesn't...
lacquer days, yeah.
Yeah, so-
Supac took over and you don't need to do that.
So you don't need to do any of that sort of stuff?
Used to have to do that. Not really in my time, but we had lacquer when I was a young apprentice. Just as on like a side thing for the older cars, but it's just painful.
Oh, nightmare.
Yeah, you're like clear it, sand it, clear it. So, oh, geez, too much effort. Now, these days, you just put 2 coats of clear on, it's done.
Really? Okay. Because that is one of the things that I was wondering if it needed all that. So that would really then just come back to your surface preparation and making sure that that's
Yeah,
absolutely bang on.
pretty much.
Because if it's... And do you do that? Like, is that all just done by eye? Or how do you even do that? I don't even...
With what exactly?
Uh,
To make something
getting a
deep,
surface level, because I'm sure if you had a little whoop in there, that'd really affect how it
Yeah.
looked. So getting those, getting your surfaces flat and getting it all...
like when you're chopping and buffing it sort of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah. I've got a pretty good detailer down there who knows his way around it pretty good.
Right.
Yeah. I've taught him a few extra bits that along the way. But it's pretty much just got to work your way through the grits. 1200 all the way through to 5000 grit. Just make it perfectly flat. Don't do that to every job though, like comes off the gun pretty flat these days.
But again, for that top tier
Yeah.
work where you're going for...
You can spend a couple of weeks on buffing perfect.
Because they're just things that I've observed over time, and I guess I haven't ever sat down with someone before that has your specific skill set. And yeah, I'm always fascinated just to understand. Because I love the depth in each skill set. Yeah, you sort of look at something and you can go buy a gun from Bunnings and there you go, look, I'm spray painting.
Yeah.
But there's a big difference between that and that. And I guess I love that journey of, R&D and just trying stuff and going, oh, I wonder if this would work.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, shit, I reckon if we did it like this, it'd be better. And just trying to figure it out.
Yeah. So I did a lot of winging it. Just because, like I said, walk it into it with confidence.
Yeah, and I think that it helps make a lot of things make sense. That poor bloke cooks his back, and then you're like, yeah, I got this, sort of. How long were you doing that for?
I was there from just turning 18, I think, until mid-20s, nearly 21.
Yeah, right.
And then that's when I moved here.
Yeah,
I
gotcha.
stayed there for that little bit extra to get qualified,
Right.
and then came here, and I didn't mean anything anyway. That was a bit of a waste of time.
Fuck.
I would have come a year earlier.
Do you look back on it, though, and go, that really helped you build a level of discipline in your work?
I think it definitely, because I was doing bulk resprays and high-end stuff, so it sort of schooled me up.
And I assume it set very early on a standard that you hold for both yourself and then now for your team,
Yeah.
where you go, look, if it's not here, just don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get that all the time.
Yeah, just don't. So when you came to Australia, explain to me how that even works. So I know that many of our Kiwi friends go, reckon it might be a choice to come to Australia, bro, and then move to the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
So is that a classic story?
My brother came first.
Yeah.
And, just moved in with him and his missus and stuff, yeah.
Here at the Gold Coast?
Yep. And I just walked into a place. So the first place I walked into just said, I'm starting. Didn't even ask him for a job. He didn't have an ad up. I just told him I was starting and he accepted it.
Classic.
Yeah.
Is that someone you still know? Or do you...
Not really.
No.
That was a long time ago. But I was only there for 2 years and then started LowCo.
Really?
Yeah.
And in the 2 years that you were here, because obviously that sounds like it was kind of shit. Like coming over, being very disciplined, and then gone, what on earth is going on here?
Just way different. Yeah.
Talk me through that. Talk me through that. Talk me through your first week when you rocked up, you've told this bloke you're going to be employed, and then you've gone, right, I'm ready to work.
Yeah.
What happened then?
It felt a lot of people were pretty slack, and that was a new thing for me. Work ethics and stuff is a little bit different in New Zealand. Not saying all Australian people like that. I've got a couple of good weapons here that are Australian, so it's not like that. But just the bludgeoning, I guess, I was like just blown away. So I was automatically like running the place after a few weeks because I couldn't handle because it was not running real good. So yeah, pretty much just stepped up and was like the foreman, organising the people as well as doing the work, and Yeah. Back to my cashies. I used the booth in the weekends and that, but I'd do 2 resprays, full resprays, and the whole weekend, have no weekend, but I'd make like 5 times my wage. I've done that a few times, and then I was like, I'm just going to do my own thing. That's where it sort of sprung, but I had no money, no backers, no nothing. I went for a business loan when I was 21, 22, earlier 22. They said, you need trading history. And I was like, how do I get that without trading history? Didn't work out. So I ended up just winging it completely. I sold a car that I had at the time, and I think I'd done it all on $7,000 at the start. Jumped into a shop that was already I had a booth and a few bits and pieces already.
And so just leased something
It's only just down the road. $2,000 a month, which is cheap. We're 17, 18 grand a month now here.
Yeah.
It's a big difference.
Could imagine.
But that's sort of, I guess, where it all sort of started.
Because it's pretty shit when you actually look at starting a business and you go, oh, go to the bank. And then they like laugh at you.
Yeah.
And you go, okay, right, back to doing it myself.
But I did just, I guess I could have not pulled through, but I just pushed through. It was all good.
Just went for it.
And just word of mouth, and I used to do spam posts on the JDM sale pages, like Chris's JDM page before Kate's one, if you've seen that before. I used to do like $1,500 resprays and stuff, and so cheap. But I'd be banging out, I was just on my own doing 4 or 5 resprays in a week, and all of a sudden I'd turn that to profit by doing them so quick.
Well, that's it, isn't it? Because I guess you learned how to be good, then you learned how to be fast, and
That's
then
where it sort of started, yeah.
Yeah.
But I guess I was starting to head down a road of cheap jobs too much, attracting the cheaper. Drifters don't always have the money, just want a quick track car, off the gun, quick job, But I did start leaning into my original roots, which was restoration and all the, bigger builds. That's why I jumped back into my Impalas. And
because how long did it take until you sort of, because like $1,500 resprays, I mean, that's the cheapest respray around. And
you can't do that these days.
I was going to say, like, imagine people who they're like, I had a LowCo respray for $1,500, and they're like, fucking hell.
Nick Allen, he's actually still got a car though.
Yeah.
It's been painted now, but it was $1,500 back in the days. And it was a mint job too.
I'll bet it was. Because what year was that?
2012, going on 2013. Is that right?
Thereabouts, yeah.
Yeah. It's been 13 or 14 years now.
Bloody long time.
Yeah, but we multiplied quick. It was just me on my own.
When did somebody come and join you? When did you realise you needed help?
I got an apprentice earlier days. He didn't work out. And then actually shipped my cousin over here.
Really?
And he was a tyre fitter in New Zealand, and I said, I'll give you $500 a week. I know it's not much, and I'll train you fast, because he's my cousin, and I knew he'd be on point, good work ethics, and man, anything I taught him, he just got it off the bat.
Like a sponge, just soaked it up.
And now he's got his own business doing mobile touch-ups. So,
oh, really? How good.
He's cranking.
But he was your first?
Yep. It was just me and him for a year and a bit. And I had a few night painters come in and stuff and do stuff for me during the night, so we could still make money while I was sleeping.
Because I think that's the hardest part, is how do you get it, like when you start a business and you've only got your labour, and so you're literally burning the candle at both ends.
Dealing with the customers, doing the jobs, preparing the jobs, pulling them apart and painting them all, like it was a lot.
Yeah, and then trying to remember to do everything, pay everything, give your money to the tax office.
Learn what tax meant.
Yeah,
I winged it off the bat. I didn't know any courses, nothing. I didn't even know what I was doing, but I learnt it on the fly. It was good.
I was going to say, you probably, fell into a few. How do you say it? A few massive fuck-ups, or did you sort of dodge?
Oh, 1 or 2 here and there, but pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, you said you're always pretty good at math, so...
Yeah, I guess.
But it's kind of made sense.
Yeah. After my cousin, then I think I ended up we actually multiplied again and it nearly went under.
Oh, shit.
That was pretty fun.
Tell me about that.
So, too much balls, to be honest. Like, if always, same as with drifting, I'm always pushing to the max. And I wanted to get this other shop. Was huge. Not quite this big, probably the size of one of them. I think it was 1,600 square metre, huge shop for just two of us. My cousin went on holiday at the time I was moving, and again, I didn't have any backers, no nothing, and I had probably 10 grand behind me or something, but that got sucked up pretty quick. I ended up in there on my own because my cousin was away for 2 weeks, and had all this work on. My booth wasn't even wired or running, so I was painting just in a room with lights, and it was so much overspray and that. But I done it for probably 3 weeks.
Far out.
Yeah. I borrowed some money off some random fellow, 5 grand to bail me out of it, so I could buy all the materials to finish all these cars and finish my booth. And so I kind of just prematurely did that, but I don't regret it. I learned heaps of what not to do on that bloody year. Hey, but I'm still here, didn't go under.
And that's a big one. I was sort of mentioned that to you before we even started, that to do anything of any measure in life, any form of success, like, you end up having some pretty rough days.
Oh, yeah.
Where you're just going, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Like,
Just got to be relentless. That's my advice to anyone that wants to try it.
because it's not pretty. Like, it's not, cool cars and lowrider and candy this and Air Jordan court and like that's the trimming. That's a bit of fun in between.
Yeah.
Like, the actual job is just relentless self-belief and going, I'm cooked and I've got two decisions. Either it's going to collapse or I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah.
And you've got to always choose, figure it out.
When your back's against the wall, I think that's my favourite place. In a way, it sounds really weird. I call it survival mode. That's almost my most comfortable place. When things are going too good, I'm like, something needs to go wrong quickly so I can figure it out and problem solve it. I think that's where I'm happy. I'm a bit of a weirdo like that, but I'll own it.
Oh, mate, I feel you. That's the
chaos.
Backed into a corner. Yeah. But chaos is, again, for creative souls, that is where we thrive.
Yeah.
And, even young Linton, who brought us together, like, he's the same, mate. He has realised that, when everything's just sort of ticking along, that's not fun.
Nah.
Like, the chaos is
nothing
actually...
to fix. Yeah.
Nothing to fix, nothing to do, no deadlines, no... whereas now he's got... he's editing for 4 people and he's doing this and somewhere else and booking trips and he's like, yeah! Just in the zone.
Yeah, nice.
It's just what... if you want to live this sort of life and do these sort of things, and like, that's just what it takes, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely not rainbows and butterflies. Like, I've got some cool cars and cool assets, but I've worked harder than anyone. The earlier days, man, I'd be doing 70-hour weeks minimum for ages, weekends, and even that Impala behind you, I built that. My deal to myself was I wasn't allowed to work on it during work time, but I built it in 6 months of after-hours work only. That was from bare steel, like cutting all rust out of it, all the way through to like show level.
And tell me about that car. Why the Impala?
I just love 6.4s. 6.4s is my jam. I do love 60s as well. I don't know, I've just Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre growing up, the drill.
Sure do.
That's how pretty much all of us get into it.
Well, that's you see that stuff as a kid and you're like, that's fucking sick.
Yeah.
And then you go, hang on, I could have one of those.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I had a Mercedes, a 70s Mercedes. That's when I sold to open the shop. That was, it was on airbags and stuff. That was my entry-level lowrider that I could afford at the time.
They're super cool cars, though. Those 70s Mercs, because they're incredible cars, and the interiors are just gorgeous.
Yeah, this thing wasn't.
Wasn't it?
Not quite.
Bit of a pig?
Yeah. I actually sold it, and then someone spent 30 grand on it with all these things, and then I bought it back.
Oh, really?
Cheap, yeah.
Do you still own that car?
Nah, I should have kept it. It's still floating around the coast, though.
Is it?
And still got the same paint job I've done in
Oh,
the shed.
really? So you still see it kicking around?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, whoever's got that, inbox the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the right price.
Nah, so then I ended up getting Impalas, yeah.
Yeah.
That was always the goal, even with the Mercs. It was just my way of doing it, you know.
And where'd you find the Impala? Like, where'd you even find the shell?
All of them. I've got two down there now, and one out the back. But that one there is my original one. I've sold that. That was a pillarless. I just bought it off an old man, Jim Boober, I think. I paid 19,000 for it. It's pretty rusty and
Yeah. Just had it out in the shed and
just had it wasn't
time to
using
move
it.
along.
Yeah.
And what pushed you to do that? Like, what pushed you to go, I'm going to make this car?
I just wanted. It was going to be because it was early days in the business, and I could barely even afford doing it. You know, no money there. But I don't know, just using it, taking it to shows, and getting my name out there in the early days. And we did that, and it was good.
So you literally just rolled the dice on it and went, not sure how this will work,
Yeah.
but I'll figure it out.
Even TIG welding, I learned how to TIG weld on that car.
Really?
Yeah.
So just cutting all the rust out. And then...
Yeah, and because my old original boss, Wom, he was so good at TIG welding, and it's like a bit of a key to doing proper panel beating and stuff, because you can tap it up as you're going, and the welds aren't so ugly, so it's a lot less clean up and whatnot.
Yeah.
And that's where I was like, I want to TIG on this. So I TIG, all the front of the bonnet and the lower doors, everything.
Yeah, wow. Well, that's the thing. You do enough of it and you get a bit better at it. Far out. So that's a pretty special car.
Yeah, it was.
In terms of... And it was exactly, I guess, what you tell your staff to do, is you got to do something after hours, push yourself out of your comfort zone, get on with it. And with the rest of the car, because you said you mainly sort of focus on the look. I didn't even look inside the car because I was so distracted by the paintwork. Is it a full build? You've sort of done everything?
So
or?
the 68 that's down there, the coupe, the one that you like the colour on, I bought that off a good friend of mine, JT. When he builds cars, he goes to town. He gets addicted to it, and he just like chrome chassis, candy red chassis, everything's like red underneath here as well. Brand new everything, just goes overboard. So I got lucky with that because he had owned it. I've bought two cars off him now, and they've both been the exact same, like run perfect. New motors, new heads, new everything. So that's normally the stuff like that original one I had. That just looked sick, but didn't go that good because I make cars look cool. I don't do that stuff, you know. Well, I do, but didn't do it to that because it's low and slow, you know. You don't need it to be fast.
I was going to say, no wonder you love drifting, like good from far, but far from good.
Yeah. But it's, so that one's got nice interior, new everything.
I'll have to go and roll around on the ground and have a look under that as well. That's wicked. Holy shit. You're working on any little projects now? You got personal ones that you're doing? Or?
I've got an S14 we just got lately. I've got an R32 that I've had for just bought it on COVID time before the COVID tax come along.
Before it all went crazy?
Yeah, I think I paid $4,000 for it way back, but it's probably go up for sale for 30 soon. It's nearly finished.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It's a cool car, wide body 4-door.
That is a cool car. Because with the business, because obviously it's come a long way in those couple of years, when did you feel that it had really started to turn a corner and become something serious where you didn't need to be on JDM pages offering $1,500 resprays?
Yeah.
And you went, oh shit.
I guess it started when it's, let's just say, just the drifting side. It was like even at Matsuris, there's like half of the field we've painted them at least every time. It's pretty cool, especially when there's like 10 in a row of all the good ones, you know, that we've done. It's a pretty cool feeling. But like everyone just started knowing that in the game. That was, you know, the guy who looks after you.
Yeah, right.
And same in the lowrider game too. Like I'm the only, me and one other guy's the only ones with panel and paint shops out of the whole clubs because I'm in the club. Old school rides.
Yeah, okay.
So we sort of look after all the clubs.
Yeah, right. And that was sort of the moment where you went, oh, hang on, this is like a real thing.
It just sort of happened. I just wing everything, like I've been telling you this whole time, you know. Yeah. There wasn't really a switch. It just, I've always been flat out. I've always overbooked and just chewed like fuck, you know. And then these days it's a bit different. We got to, you know, heaps more mouths to feed. Got to do it a bit smarter. And I've been working on the business more so than in the business. Haven't really been on the tools for a couple of years, but I just jump in on the cool ones, like the candy ones or the really hard colour ones. But I have just started lately doing every Wednesday, I jump back on the tools.
Did you find it hard stepping away initially?
Yep, big time.
Tell me about that.
Because the speed of everyone and the ethics, I guess, just isn't quite there. Not as ruthless as me at, I guess, relentless at getting shit done. Like, I just want to have a crack, get it done, boys. Like, you know, that's why even me going back down on the Wednesdays, I've found that it's a huge change, especially in the paint shop, because it just brings the morale up a bit, brings everyone, I guess, I can show them that I'll still get dirty and I'll run rings around your boy, you know?
And I think it's important to sometimes remind people why you are the fucking big dog and go, you know, I'm not in charge by accident.
Yeah.
I'm in charge because I can do all your jobs. I just don't want to.
Yeah.
Because
I can't.
I've done too many of it.
Too much going on.
And you've got, you know, family, kids, all the things. Like, you can't be doing 70, 80-hour weeks.
Nah.
You know, on the tools, absolutely ruining yourself, as well as running the show. And because do you enjoy teaching the team as well?
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Sort of
We've got a couple
sharing.
of fresh guys now, so I don't mind on that Wednesday jumping in and showing them the ways and the shortcuts and the good things, you know.
Yeah, the pro tips.
Mm.
And I'm sure
try
that
to get
really
amongst
helps.
it. I try to get amongst it as much as I can with them. It's definitely been better since I've been going on the tools on the Wednesdays. But before that was a little hard because you just constantly, why is that not done? You know, but at least now you can show them the ways.
Because you've got met a gentleman up here before, and he said he sort of runs the day-to-day stuff for you. And helps
Eli, he's my manager.
Yeah, and sort of keeps the thing ticking away. Because that is a very hard thing. Yeah, I've personally been through it, and anybody I know who's built something, to hand your baby to somebody else.
Yeah.
And nobody will ever work as hard as
No, and
the owner. You
that took
can't
me
hold people
took me a long time to get that through my head. Why doesn't that guy go as hard? But then it's not their company. It's not there. They're not seeing that at the end, you know.
No, and it's not life and death for them as it is for you.
Yeah.
Where if you don't make it happen, like, you know, it's game over, shut the doors.
Yeah.
And so that is very hard, and it's very hard for owners to step away. Because I wasn't sure if you were still sort of on the tools, and because again, mate, you got the hands of a man on the tools. You've still got
because I've been drifting lately heaps.
So you've been
getting back into it. We just rebuilt the motor again.
Have you? Okay. Because on the way down here, Linton said to me, he said you've had some motor carnage.
Had a bit of a bad run there, but we're on a home stretch now.
Yeah, tell me about the drift cars, because I saw there's our boy Mr. Grant Grinter and his partner Alex. You got Drift Outlaws.
Oh yeah.
Things here behind us. You know, very subtle plug there. So 24, 25. You've been doing a few things.
Yeah. No, we've got a S13 with a 2.8 stroker RB, sequential, winters, all the good stuff.
Proper.
Goes hard, 700 horsepower-ish. It can go higher. I've got another setting, but that's good. I don't want to pop another motor, so keeping it where it is for now, where it's happy.
That 7-800 seems to be a pretty good spot for most tracks.
Yeah. I've actually been running it on 12-pound. Last weekend, we had a wedding on, and I'm running it on 600 horsepower, 605 or something, and oh man, it was the best. I actually quite like it down low, you know.
Yeah, well, this is the thing is, you know, it wasn't ever a big power sport until it was.
Yeah, I know.
You think back and people are running 200 horsepower and 300 horsepower, and like 400 was like, woo.
Yeah, now it's 1,000.
Yeah, and now everything's 1,000. Like, 700 is a bit low these days, and I'm like, it's a lot. Like, and then just your drivetrain stress and all those sorts of things that, you know, when you're building things at that level, like it has compounding effects.
Oh, 100%. I've done that. been through so many gearboxes over the years. I could have probably bought a few sequentials.
Absolutely, because they just can't hold it. And that's the
Yeah.
thing, is the weakest link goes and turns itself to liquid and goes.
That's it.
How'd you even get into drifting? How'd that all start?
Well, when I was, back 16, 17, I used to go on the gravel a lot. I had an SR coupe, like a Toyota 70s Corolla, rear-wheel drive thing. Little pillarless coupe. Always liked my pillarless cars. And, you used to just go and send it down the riverbanks and stuff and the quarries and just flying in there, just pretty much gravel drifting. Loved being sideways, just about out of control, just in control. Love that. And then just, I guess, started getting better cars and doing it on the road and doing roundabouts and stuff. And like, oh, yeah.
Learning how to make it dance. Because it's amazing, isn't it? Like how you can sort of balance a car with its throttle and just...
Oh, yeah. Pretty much steer it with the throttle too if you get into it,
Yeah. And I don't know, like drifting's one of the things that I've been around for the longest. And it's the place where I've always felt at home. I don't know, there's just something about drifting that just doesn't fucking care. Like, and everybody just does their thing. And as long as you're not a dickhead, like, it's just a very welcoming place.
100%.
And there's something special about that. And then also just the capacity to build cars the way that you want.
Yeah.
And, whatever engine, whatever chassis, like, do you want it low? Do you want it wide? Do you want stupid dish wheels? I don't know. I just think that that's wicked.
Yeah.
That's a sport. And it stayed that way. There's a purity in that.
100%.
Like, I think it's really beautiful. And
like V8 supercars and stuff, they all look the same. They're all the same blueprint, motors, whatever,
It's all the same. And, I was watching the stuff from Gold Coast and, they're in the air and doing things. And I'm like, it's the same car with a different livery.
Yeah.
And I can't, like, I really, I want to be supportive of Australian motorsport. But I'm like, it's just the same.
Yeah.
Like, there's no character to it. There's no depth. There's no, like, it just...
100%.
Like, it's just cookie cutter stuff. And I'm like, at least when things, look different, when you had an AU or a VN or a, they actually looked like different cars or a couple of weird things. But, now you've got, I don't know, I can barely even tell the difference
Neither.
between them. And the fact that they're not a road-going car either, they're a tube chassis thing that's just kind of slapped together to sort of look like the road car.
Yeah.
Like, and then you go to drift meets and you got people in cars that should be $2,000 shit boxes, but they're now $50,000, $100,000
That's it.
Japanese specials.
Yeah.
So here in Australia, did you start, like, because most people don't sort of start by competing. Like, did you get along to Archerfield or Killer?
Yeah. We actually, when Nispro used to own Archie,
That's it.
when I first moved here, before I had the business, I built a 180 in the garage. Same deal. Repaired it, done everything, and just drove it to work and painted it. I painted it camo with New Zealand's on it. It looked like a moo cow. I mucked it up a bit. Like, I wasn't expecting it to come out like that. Just
That's
looked like
so
a cow. But the car still kicks around somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just RB25. But I couldn't afford to go to the track. That was before I had the business, making $800 a week or something.
Yeah.
Or $750 a week.
Yeah, that's just too hard.
Yeah, so I think I went to the track twice a year, just Friday night drifts and that. And I used to just like stretch my tyres with blocks of wood, like second-hand tyres, and just budget as. Yeah, but then I just sort of gave it up a bit because I was like, I want to be at that level, and I can't, no way can I afford that on this money. So
No.
after I had the business, and you can write things off and learn what it's all about,
Yeah, absolutely. And that is one of the small perks of having some sort of business is if you can incorporate something that you enjoy that is, R&D and absolutely legitimately work and all ties together.
Yeah, well, that's where a lot of our work comes from.
Correct.
My bookkeeper often says to me, like, you're pushing the limits of
Yeah.
50 grand in tyres this year.
But you're like, no. Like, this is my business. This is where I get my business. This is how, you could spend 50 grand on a bloody event setup with a hire company and nobody would blink. But, oh no, this is the business.
Exactly.
And
but she's gotten used to it over the years.
I also don't think people realise how hard Australia punches in like terms of automotive and aftermarket. Like automotive is actually a very significant sector in Australia in terms of GDP and stuff that like people go, oh, we don't make anything. We actually make a lot of car stuff. And I don't think that it's quite appreciated how significant it is. Like you think about it, you employ 13 Australians here.
They're pretty much all Kiwis, to be honest. I think I've got 2 Aussies in there. 3.
We'll split the difference. We'll call them honorary Aussies. But it's that fact that, you are still, part of the machine here in Australia, and it's cars.
Yeah.
And so to be spending money in the community that then supports you, like, they don't blink when you sponsor NRL teams and these sorts of things. And you're like, same.
Yeah, exactly.
Just because it looks, a bit different.
But yeah, the bookkeeper's all good now. She's gotten used to it.
Oh, absolutely. You got to go, no, this is legitimately work. And in terms of where the business is going, what's your vision?
Oh, good question. We're pushing pretty hard. I need to start getting a lot more into the video style things of like even just me getting on camera. This is a good start doing this. But that kind of stuff, that's the way of the future these days. I'm noticing anyone that's really cracking it out there is getting amongst that. Like hard-tuned and stuff, companies, high-talk people that I look up to, like I'm pretty tight with the owners, both of them. Those kind of companies are cranking because of that exact. They're on the camera, they're getting their stuff out there, like very good marketing. So I'm trying to sharpen that up a little bit at the moment. Bit of a long process, but we'll get there. That's, I guess, one thing, but the cars-wise, like we've got 2 V-spec GDRs here at the moment, like big dollar cars. We're stepping into better, higher leagues, I feel that we're starting to run that side of the game a bit, which is really good.
So sort of stepping into that top tier. And is that where you'd like the business to go? Because again,
100%.
Fast forward 10 years, 2035, like what's the business doing? What's it look like? How much space is it?
Yeah. The shop we've got at the moment used to be Gemini. This current spot, which is a high-speed smash shop. Everything's going the same day sort of thing. And they were doing 100 cars out of the shop a week. This is a production line with 25, maybe 27 workers. So it's got the capacity like that, But we've turned it into a custom shop instead, with basketball court and 35-metre graffiti wall, and but it's still built for that amount of people, the capacity, so I will just keep growing that up to about that 20 mark, I'm hoping. But sometimes the bigger you go, the harder it is too, so got to have more managers in the right areas and stuff, so I'm learning it all along the way. I find working on the business and not stuck having to be in the business for me is the key.
That's the gift. You actually need... This has really spun me out in more recent years, is having always worked like a lunatic, always, like I just don't know anything else. I've actually come to discover that having free time and like being able to lay down, play some video games, have a think, have a sleep, like it seems really counterproductive, but having time to process your ideas, your thoughts, your inspirations, the things that you enjoy, because it's your ideas that catapult your business forward.
100%.
It's not somebody else's ideas. It's you have a picture in your head and go, we need to do this thing. And making time to do that, which can actually look just straight fucking lazy or counterproductive or whatever, that's actually critical to moving a business forward.
100%. And I've only probably been cracking that side of it in the last sort of 5 years. I do a lot of fishing. offshore fishing on my jet ski. That's my therapeutic place. That and drifting, but having drifting and then you break motors and have catastrophic failures like this, it's like blue balls bad. Like it's the opposite. So then when I need my chill time for drifting, business, like I'll come back and break the car or something. At least when I'm going fishing, it's like zen time.
Serenity.
Yeah. Even though it's hardcore fishing, it's not really relaxing.
Well, you've sort of mentioned you're not particularly good at doing things the easy way.
I like full on. Let's do speed trawling and get bloody massive fish all the time. We've got a big marlin on the jet skis, the size of my jet ski.
Fuck yeah, now. All right. So again, you're teaching me. I'm today years old again. Tell me about all this. What is? I don't even know what you're talking about. When you say fishing, I think like rod and reel. But this is.
Like I said, my ADHD. I call it ADHD fishing actually. I've got 4 or 5 rods going at a time on my jet ski.
Right.
If I'm fishing on the spot. But I'm always chasing big tunas, big marlins, all the big stuff, Spanish mackerel. We're just about to come into Spanish mackerel season, so I'll be fishing heaps, four times a week.
Far out, okay. And how far offshore? Like, where do you have to get out to?
When it's mackerel time, I actually go in quite close, to be honest, just offshore, but like pretty close to the beaches and stuff, but all the way up to 100 metres-ish deep. Seen some crazy stuff out there.
Yeah, I've been out on my ski and gone, it feels very different. Like when you can sort of feel, like you can see how far it is, and it feels very isolating and kind of weird.
Yeah.
Because I go, I know there's a lot of stuff under me, but I can't really see.
I've seen a few great white sharks out there, and had some wicked big shark attacks like right next to me. It's pretty cool. I love that stuff. I don't know, it's not a spider. If there was spiders on my jet ski, I'd jump in with a shark. Doesn't make sense logically, but it's just built into me.
That's just New Zealand things, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I've had a few. Me and my son were on the news. I'll show you another time on the video. It's funny. He was peeking out, but we got this big Spanish mackerel, and then shark jumps out, smashes it right in front of us, and I got it all on GoPro. That was pretty cool.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But I'm a bit freakish like that. Like I'm laughing my head off. I sound like a serial killer.
You would.
But my son's peeking out, and I'm like laughing. Oh God. And on the news, they were like, the dad got them out of there, and I was like, no, I didn't. I went straight back and got another one.
What'd your wife have to say about that one? How'd that video go down?
Nah, it was good.
It was all right?
Yeah, I always keep them safe, of course. It wasn't like I was putting him in danger, but it was like...
Dad life. Oh, again, I'm imagining, because I just think about the dumb stuff that I do, and then come home and we tell them, and she's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Wow. Because how do you even land? Like, if you're pulling in a big something, where the hell does it go on the jet ski? Like, jet skis aren't that big.
That marlin, it was a 58-kilo marlin on 30-pound line. Don't even know how I pulled it off. It took me 3.5 hours to get it in, and then half an hour just to get it from the water to my ski.
Yes, this is what I'm trying to figure out. I'm just trying to do the math in my head.
Kiwi ingenuity, brother. Nah, I tied a tail rope to the back of my ski around the thing, and then grabbed the point of the marlin thing, and then reversed it, so then it dug the ski down, and then jammed it in at the same time. It was like a little
manoeuvre to sort of get the back down.
I just winged it. There was no fine print to read on that one.
Yeah, because I was just physically, like, I was trying to imagine how you land that, because people
so
doing
big.
it, but yeah, and then you got to get the bastard home. Like, what are you doing? A couple of oggy straps, like?
Nah, I just had my foot on it the whole time, and the ski was like tipping over sideways while I'm driving back. But the funny thing is, it's quite frowned upon in the fishing game to catch and eat marlin.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm a hunter-gatherer, man. I kill and eat everything. So,
well, that's nature's way, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, at least you're, honouring the animal by...
Oh, 100%. And, man, it fed some families. Like
I know that does.
Yeah.
So what's that about?
I think it's just the sword of the ocean, and all the game fishing people tag them and release them,
Right.
In my eyes, that's more cruel than eating it.
Oh, I think that's fucked.
This
like
had
the poor bastard.
4 tags in this fish that I got. I was thinking, fuck, that's been molested that many times, and here's me eating it and people whinging about it. I don't own it. I'm
No.
happy to talk about it. It's good.
And look, I'll be honest with you, and again, I'm just some peanut. I don't fucking know what I'm talking about. But, like, because they fight you, is my understanding. I've never tried to catch one. I get violently ill if I go offshore. Like, that, like, for hours, as you said, like, because they're very strong.
Oh, yeah, they jump out the water. It's crazy.
And so they're trying
Best.
to get away. So they've been through this horrible, traumatic experience. And, I don't know, there's no fish therapy. They're not sitting down talking to somebody about it. But, like, that'd be pretty fucked.
Yeah, 100%.
And then having to go again just for somebody else's enjoyment. I'm like, that is pretty sadistic.
Yeah. I just wanted, because my missus doesn't like fish, but she does. She grew up with marlin, like marlin steaks, and it's the only fish she'd eat. So I was thinking, at least she can have some.
Yeah, the boss will like it. Are they good eating?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That size, any bigger, probably not. But to be honest, I probably still would have kept it. I'm shocking like that. But the bigger, you get big snapper and stuff, and you're better off letting them go because the meat gets yuck when they're too big.
Right. If they're
Same as the mackerel.
Yeah, okay.
I got a 1.6 metre mackerel once, huge one, and the meat was not great. It's almost better off catch it, get a photo or something, and chuck it back.
And let it go back because you go, yeah, mate, you're
Breeders,
actually not worth.
yeah. But again, I'll probably still bloody keep it. I'm shocked. I'm out there. I like coming home with fish.
Well, that's kind of the point of the exercise, isn't
That's
it?
it.
Like catch something, and it's the, I don't know, bit of the caveman instinct in us.
Yeah.
Come home with the feed the family.
Yeah.
The bounty.
Yeah, we've got 4 freezers at home, and they're always chockers. Yeah, my missus hates it. So it's like you'd think, your missus you'd come home and she'd be like, oh, nice, you got some fish. But she's always like, oh, why have you got more? We don't need any more.
Look, if you're not irritating your wife, you're not doing life correctly.
That's it.
That is the main goal.
It's got to keep her on her toes with the fish.
Absolutely, mate. I think that's very important. Does she enjoy all this? You said something about she's got a car?
Yeah, that's the S14 I was saying.
Gotcha.
To be honest, she doesn't normally come to the track and that, but it's only just lately she's decided she wanted to give it a shot.
Really?
She's been on the sim a bit, and yeah.
Gonna give it a go.
She drove last weekend, and getting there, and then but now she's been on the sim. She's ready to do it again, so she's going this weekend now.
The real question is, does she take your tips and advice? Or does she tell you to stick those where the sun don't shine?
She's asks me to yell at her, which is good, so I don't have to feel bad. But
Yeah.
once I started doing that, then she's like, "Stop yelling at me."
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, don't get upset because I've tried to. My wife can't drive a manual, and I tried to teach her, and that just ended in actual tears.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'll tell you what, I don't think that this is worth it for either of us. So
It's just nip it in the arse.
yeah, I said we'll let this go. Yeah. That's really nice though. So she's keen to.
Yeah. Well, she's keen to throw down and have a bit of a jam. So we'll see how it goes, I guess.
Yeah, tandems with the wife. Mate, are the kids into it?
Especially my boy.
Yeah, they dig
Malachi.
it.
Yeah, he's the one who's always in the videos and stuff. He's right into it. He lives and breathes it. He's on the sim too. It's his birthday today. He's 9.
Really?
Yeah, 9 today.
What a little legend.
Yeah, he has a weapon, that kid.
And he loves all this stuff, doesn't
Oh
he?
yeah, and the fishing. He's always coming out offshore with me.
That's
The
amazing.
stuff that he's done and caught offshore is no kids have seen that kind of stuff. I think it's cool memories. Same as the drift car. He's allowed to come in the car now. So, man, we've done some cool stuff together out there, sending it.
And see, as a dad, that's the best.
That's the best, 100%.
Like getting to share cool shit with, because yeah, my boy, mate, he's not into the car stuff as much. He's like, doesn't really care, which is kind of depressing for me. But we do a lot of camping.
Yeah.
And he loves, he'll sit on my lap and drive the 60 when we're, on a property and you can do those sorts of things. And to him, that is the greatest ever, is like driving Dad's big truck because it's an old 12HT, diesel thing.
Yeah.
And tooting at the cows but he can actually steer it. Like he can feel the, feel the ruts and.
No, it's a cool feeling, yeah. I know
Loves
exactly
it.
what you mean.
And that is just the best. I love sharing
Yeah.
that stuff. And look, you got to tell me, is your little dude, does he watch a lot of YouTube? Does he want to be a...
Yeah, he's sort of trying to get into it. Mum is not so keen on it. But
See-
I'm telling her it's the way of the world these days. You might as well get amongst it and be better at it.
And this is the identical conversation we've had in our house, where my wife said absolutely not, because when he was 7, he's like, I want to start a YouTube channel, and my wife's like, no. And it's actually the reason I started doing stuff more in the YouTube space, was I'm like, look, I'll do you a deal, mate. I'll figure it out. I'll learn how to do the basics, and I'll help you so that you can do whatever it is that you want. Because I totally agree. I think that, like, why would you have a real job where you can do, like, just dumb stuff like this and make things and meet cool people and do cool stuff?
Yeah.
And that's somehow a job.
It's the way of the world these days. It's what's happening. That's what I was saying earlier. You know?
Totally. And what's crazy is how much they teach you.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've had the same experience where, you know, they come and like, oh, Dad, no, we do this, and it's like that. And you're like, oh, right, okay, cool. Like,
Yeah.
You're like, geez, I got pretty old and boomery pretty quick.
He's real good on the camera. So
Is he?
Yeah. That's one thing. That's why you exploit him.
My little bloke, like, literally practices, like, because he would love to, and we've done a few streams, like, we play Minecraft and stuff together, and he loves that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
where you're playing, but then you've got, you know, the face on down in the corner, and you're just talking nonsense, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
and there's a whole thing, because they put on a whole character, and
Yeah.
yeah, and so your little bloke's got the same.
He just loves the track, man. He's always walking around interviewing people with their cars or his GoPro and stuff. But we don't really air much of that stuff. I'm pretty busy to get amongst the editing side of things. That's why we haven't really done it here. It's a full-time job, man. You know this.
That's this bloke, and that's why, yeah, he keeps, everywhere we go, he picks himself up extra editing jobs, because same exercise, you know, everyone's trying to do a little bit more, and he's like, oh yeah, no, probably I'll give you a hand, because he's editing all the Luke stuff now, and just
Yeah, true.
yeah, absolutely, because this is the challenge, is you just need good people to help. And that's what I keep saying to him. I'm like, no, man, we just introduce you to good people. You just open the doors, and then the opportunity is yours to be made.
Yeah.
And it's funny that I say the same things that you say. Turn up, be disciplined, good attitude, do the fucking thing. Like, do what you say you're going to do. The bar is very low. Just do the thing. The end. And then do
Yeah.
it again with a good attitude. And
No, non-negotiable.
and then you can do whatever you want. Like, rinse and repeat that, and you can be whatever you choose. But as you said, that work ethic can be questionable, where, you know, there is a desire these days where you should just be paid for existing. And, like, sure, you can, but you just can't live in a wonderful first world society
Yeah.
if you want to just be paid to exist,
Yeah.
because it's the business owners and employers, like, we're the ones that get fisted
Yeah.
to prop all this stuff up, and that's certainly where I encourage people to, you know, work hard and make something of themselves,
Yeah.
because it will not come to you.
100%. You got to force it.
Like an oath. Man, this is really cool, and I just appreciate you, like, taking the time to chat with me, because what you do here is insane. Like, the level that you work to is insane, and, like, I can tell you, like, you're not a man that's, you know, jumping at the spotlight. Like, this doesn't come easy to you,
Nah, definitely not.
to sit here and talk about yourself. It doesn't strike me that it's something that, you know, brings comfort and joy to your existence.
Nah, it does for some people, I guess, but definitely not for me.
No.
That's all good. I like being out of my comfort zone as well, though.
Well, mate, no, we're trying to push you out of your comfort zone here.
It's good.
And I think that's the whole thing, is to get you, I don't know, get you talking about the stuff that you're excited about too. Because even just the fishing stuff and, like, that video and those things, like, I'd watch the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's funny, I put a, like, randomly I'll put a fishing video up on a Friday, because I do take Fridays off. And pretty much every Friday I'm fishing. And then, because obviously we've got mostly car content that's going through our socials. And then just randomly this Dane one with blood everywhere, and he's catching fish. Trips, it actually sometimes gets more hits than our car stuff. People are like, when are you going out next? And it all creates its own thing.
Because that's the like the magic is the joy. You know, the stuff that just lights you up, and where you could talk about it under wet cement because you just like you love it.
Yeah, that's like me and my fishing, brother.
That's the
Always
one.
been as my fishing.
That's the one, isn't it? Far out. Where do you get all your stuff? Do you know Ivan at Bait Tackle? I was wondering if you come across him, just because he's OG Drift as well. He used to own, he built Jerome's drift car, the S15, way back when it was like a lime orange. He did Honda stuff, like insane Honda stuff, and he now runs a fishing like that. Because again, he built cars, but was mad fisherman, and ended up shutting down the workshop and went hard into fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't actually know who that is.
Yeah. Oh, mate, I'll give you the details. I just think you'd enjoy him because he's a dude.
Yeah.
And like just mad. He's the only other bloke I know that is fully mad about cars and then fully mad about fishing.
Yeah. That is me in a nutshell.
Yeah. Because there's casual fishing and
Not my
but
fishing.
then there's
Like most of the time when I'm trawling, when I'm going for the mackerel and that, I'll be going 30, 35 Ks with my lines out trawling. That's unheard of. People trip out at that, but gets the results.
And why is that? Why is that unheard of? Or
Just, that's way too fast to be able to trawl. Like everyone says you do 10, 12 Ks. Yeah. I'm tripling that.
Yeah. But I
It
assume
works,
you would have
man.
tested and you would have
100%.
gone, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
And you've probably tried faster.
Yeah.
And gone, that also doesn't
That
work.
pops out of the water too much.
Yeah,
man.
correct.
Just got to get in the exact right area, right spot.
And that
Far
works
enough back, yeah.
for that setup and gets the result.
Oh, heaps more results than everyone else, so it's good.
And see,
Done
that's the
something
funny
right.
thing, isn't it? It's the, say to people all the time, not stupid if it works. Like, because, that's not how it's done. And I'm like, we also thought that horses were the peak form of, transport 100-something years ago and that, the car was just a passing fad. And I'm like,
Yeah, true.
yeah, till it's done, nobody believes you. Mate, for people that want to come and check it out, come and get a quote, come and find out about Insane Paint, like how do they, or follow your mad fishing adventures? How do they find out more?
Just all on our Instagram and Facebook. Our Facebook page is huge, but that's not a thing anymore. Like we have 100,000 followers on our Facebook page, but man, it's all about Instagram now. So we had to make the jump. That's why we haven't got too much followers on that compared to the other one. Wish you could just transfer it over, but it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? How they keep changing.
Because Facebook, the page was where it was at. Instagram was early days, and it was all about the Facebook, and then just went.
Because I'm told I'm very uncool because I've still got Facebook and I still use it and it still goes pretty hard for me.
Yeah.
And I think I'm a bit out of date because I don't do enough stuff on the gram. And I'm like, man, I was on the gram when it was fucking invented.
Yeah.
Like, I've been on that forever. And it was such a slow grind for so long. But now, and the guys were telling me as well, they're like, in Japan, basically, if you're not on Instagram, like, you're just not cool. If you're still on Facebook, they're like,
True.
loser town. I'm like, fine, I'm okay with that. Mate, I am going to let you get back to work because we're currently sitting here in your office. We were going to try and do this, down in front of your wall, but it's hot as hell today.
Yeah.
And I really didn't want to sit out in 35-degree sun and get nuked for an hour because I've got to go and crawl around and look under that Impala and check out that insanity.
Yeah, I'll show you around.
Man, thank you so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it. And I'm, pretty keen to see a little bit more behind the scenes here.
Sweet as.
Well, gang, thank you for listening and thank you for joining us on another episode of the All Red Everything podcast. And, mate, as always, just be kind to yourselves.
I'm dangerous.